Can an attorney divorce his client? You want to know the answer? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. The answer is yes, he can. So here's the scenario. Now, you went to an attorney you felt that was the best attorney for you, someone who had great experience and you got along well with at the first visit. Your attorney likes you and likes your case. So what did he do? He went ahead and obtained all of your medical records. He then now sent them off to a medical expert to get reviewed, a board-certified medical expert, who confirmed, number one, there was carelessness, that your doctor violated the basic standards of medical care, and that those violations were a cause of your injury, and that your injury was, in fact, significant and permanent. And now he went ahead and started a lawsuit on your behalf. But something happened after he started your lawsuit. You disagreed with the people that he sued. You said, hey, I don't want to sue that doctor. Your attorney says, no, we have to sue the doctor. Here's why. You told your attorney, hey, I want you to do things differently. And the attorney says, no, I've been doing this a long time. I think I know what needs to be done. You turn around and say, no, I know what's best for me in my case. And your attorney says, actually, you don't. I've been doing this 25 years, and I have a good understanding of what needs to be done. You now become demanding. You now begin disregarding your attorney's legal advice. It gets to the point where every conversation is confrontational. Every conversation is frustrating. And now you get frustrated, your attorney gets frustrated, and it gets to the point where you don't actually want to talk to your attorney. Why? Because you know you're going to have a fight with your lawyer. Your lawyer doesn't want to talk to you. Why? Because he knows he's going to get upset every single time he talks to you. All because you think you know better. All because you think you have an advanced law degree. All because you think you know the proper strategies to advance your lawsuit. When your attorney is telling you over and over and over again, listen, that's not the way to do it. This is not what we're going to do. You say, hey, let's go ahead and try and settle this case. Your attorney says the defense will not be receptive because it's too early in the case. So now, finally, your attorney gets to the point where he says, forget it, no more. I want you out of my office. I don't want you as a client anymore. Can the attorney simply send the client a letter that says, hey, get out of my life, go somewhere else, go find another attorney, that's it, I'm done? Actually, he can't do that. He can't simply let the client know, hey, I'm done, I'm not representing you anymore. There's a process that the attorney has to follow in order to be released as your attorney. So let's go back to the question I raised in the beginning of this video. Can your attorney divorce you from this case? The answer is yes, he can. But he has to go through the process. So what's the process? The process is he now has to apply to the court. He has to prepare written papers to the judge to say, Judge, listen, I need to get out of this case. I need to be relieved as the attorney on this case. And the judge will say, why? Why do you want to get out? And the attorney has to put in vague answers about why he needs to get out. He's not permitted to put in the exact reasons, but he can say in vague language, Judge, I have irreconcilable differences with my client. There are different strategies that my client wants to employ that I disagree with. And that's the end of it. And now he submits the papers. And now the defense gets a copy of the papers. They are thrilled. Why? Because they don't have to do anything. They're just sitting and watching and waiting. And they know that in a few weeks they'll be called into court and the attorneys will have to present oral argument to the judge, most likely, and explain why he wants out. So now, here's what happens. A few weeks later, the case comes on for oral argument. And the judge says, hey, why do you want to get out? So now the attorney looks around and says, Judge, can I speak to you privately? And in all likelihood, the judge will say, step up, and allow him to speak to him privately. And your attorney will likely tell the judge the reasons behind the irreconcilable differences out of earshot from the defense attorney. Now, why is that? It's because when we ask to get out, if we reveal certain information, we may be violating the attorney-client privilege about things that were said amongst each other. That's private and confidential information. And if we disclose that information, the defense is going to use that to their advantage. And it would be a violation of the attorney-client privilege. So we don't do that. Instead, we have to vaguely say to the judge, Judge, listen, there are irreconcilable differences. There's no way we can resolve this. I need to get out of this case even though I know the client has a valid case, a meritorious case that has significant value. I'm willing to give up my fee. I know this is going to be a valuable case, but guess what? I can't live with this client anymore. I can no longer tolerate it. In all likelihood, the judge is going to allow your attorney to get out of the case. And then he's going to give you an amount of time, 30 days, 45, 60 days, in which to try and find another attorney. And if you are unable to find another attorney in that period of time, in all likelihood, the judge will ultimately dismiss your case. So let's go back to the question I raised at the beginning of this video. Can your attorney divorce you as a client? The answer is yes, he can. You know, I realize you're watching this video because you likely have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but haven't done so yet because you still have questions that need to be answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. Well, that's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.